Guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. In this video, we'll be discussing about the format that one should use in the writing section of the Ielts academic test. Remember, we are just going to discuss about the format for the writing section in this video. Okay, so let's start with the format of report writing. So in report writing, you have an option to write a 3-paragraph structure or a 4-paragraph structure. It completely depends upon you what kind of question you have received. If you feel that there are enough details that you can mention in the report writing section, you can always choose to write 4 paragraphs. But it's always suggested that you write 3-paragraph structure, because mostly you don't have so much detail that you can mention those in 4 paragraphs separately. Okay, so what are these 4 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs that we are talking about? So the first paragraph has to be the graph description. The second paragraph has to be the overview. Remember, we don't mention numbers in this paragraph. We can mention the years or whatever it is, but not the actual numbers, the figures that are most important. We don't mention that in this paragraph. It's just the basic overview of the complete question given to us. And the third and the fourth paragraphs are the key features that we mentioned, that we observed from the question, and we write that down along with the numbers, along with the figures and the approximate values that we use. Okay, so what is graph description? It is basically a rewritten version or a paraphrased version of the graph description mentioned in your own words. So you just need to add a little extra detail to it with the graph descriptions. And overview is, as I told you, it's just the basic overview of the complete graph or the map that you have received. Key features mention, don't mention the boring features of the graph or the table that you have. Always mention just the key features. Okay, so this is just for the report section, report writing. Moving on to the structure, the format that we have to use, that one should practice in for the essay writing, is the normal structure for any essay that everyone uses. It's the introduction, then the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. So usually what everyone and what is suggested is you write an introduction, you write two body paragraphs, and you write a conclusion. Now, how you should start an introduction? Now, there are many people who write quotes in it, and that's a good thing. But you write quotes in it and you describe a whole lot of points in it. You don't have to do that. You have to follow a basic formula. Now, that is it's a 3-sentence introduction. We call it the 3-sentence introduction. The first sentence should be a broad idea about the topic, about the question you've received, which is not mentioned anywhere, which is not in the question, just a broad idea of the question. The second sentence should be the paraphrased version of the question, like you did in the report writing. And the third sentence, which is the most important, you need to tell your readers, the examiner, that what are you going to talk about in this essay. So you should start the third line as, this essay will, it can be, this essay will discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of having so and so in life. And you can also mention your stand. If you are asked to mention your stand in the question, you can mention your stand here also. Okay, so we'll discuss the body paragraphs at the end. Let's move on to the conclusion part. So conclusion is basically, again, the re-paraphrased version of the topic and your opinion, with a couple of extra added details to it. Remember, in the conclusion paragraph, you should never ever mention new details. It should be everything that's mentioned in the body paragraphs. No added extra details. So, why body paragraphs at the end? Now, there are two types of body paragraphs that we follow. The first one is the single ID body paragraph, and the second one is the two idea body paragraphs. So, what is the difference in this? So, let's start with the single idea paragraph. In a single idea paragraph, you introduce your first idea. Let's say you have got a topic where you want to discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of a particular situation. So, you have to mention your first idea. You have to introduce your first idea. Then you need to explain your idea. Let's say we're discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of work from home. Yeah, so we're discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of work from home situation. So you should mention the first idea as it's convenient. Don't mention two ideas in the single sentence. It should be convenient. Like you have mentioned an idea that is convenient. That's the first idea. Now you explain why is it convenient. So that's the explanation of the first idea. And after that, you give a example as to why that particular idea is true. You can mention there was a research conducted by some so and so newspaper or the or some university, and it was found out that it's convenient. Work from home situation is convenient. And how you should close the first paragraph, single idea paragraph, is you need to refer back to the first idea. So you can end the paragraph as because of these reasons, the work from home situation is considered to be convenient. So this is basically an advantage of why work from home situation is convenient. It's an advantage. You're proving your point there. But if it's a two idea paragraph, what you do is, instead of coming back to the closing statement, what do? You move back to the second idea. So in two idea paragraphs, you introduce your two ideas. Let's say it's convenient and environmental friendly, because you don't have to travel to offices. I'm just giving an example, just random example. So you have introduced two ideas. One is the work from home situation is convenient, and the second is environmental friendly. So you introduce so now after this introduction of set of ideas, the two ideas, you explain the first idea. Then you give a example for the first idea. Then you explain your second idea, similarly giving similarly with an example for the idea. And then in the closing statement, you refer back to the set of ideas and close your statement. So these are the body paragraphs, the single idea and the two idea paragraph, that everyone should follow while writing an essay. I'll be sharing the format in the description below. You can refer back to the format there, and if you have any question, just list them down in the comment section below, and I'll be very happy to answer all your questions. So if you want to jump to different sections, you can see the cards pop up right now, and if you want to move on to prepare in the same section, you can see the relevant videos here on the screen. If you want to move back to the previous main menu, you can always click on the card right above here. Thanks for watching, guys.